Hey YouTube, how's it going? I'm going to do a review today. I believe this is the first review on this product on YouTube. I've seen one video and it didn't really, there was no talking, and it was just a quick video kind of showing what these look like, but it didn't give you too good of an idea. And so I figured I'd pick one up and I was going to do a review on them. This is the National Geographic Reptile Sanctuary. This one specifically is the 36x18x24, so it's the biggest one they make. And that's what it's going to kind of look like for you. And I got this one at Petsmart. That's the only place they sell it. I guess they're working with National Geographic to come out with some pet lines. They have some pretty good stuff. I got a clearanced rock in my leopard gecko tank and a bowl for my tokay gecko that are pretty cool looking, and there's a couple pieces I'm going to pick up for this build. But I've been wanting this one for a while because it looked really cool, and plus that extra height was really good compared to the biggest low version, I guess, of the Exoterra they make, which I believe is the 3 foot wide by 18 inch deep by 18 inch tall. And they do make one of these National Geographic in that size for $200, so it does beat the Exoterra by 20 bucks. But it depends on if you like some of the options on this one or if you prefer the options on the Exoterra better. And this one in particular, that would be a 50 gallon for the 36x18x18. This one is considered a 67 gallon. Here's a quick kind of look at what it looks like. There's 2 opening doors, and there's a top that's vented, and it looks like there's a vented side too. So yeah, you can see it's pretty big. I mean, that's a 55 gallon tank behind it, and it's pretty much almost as long as it. It's as big as my 55 gallon fish tank actually. A little bit taller and a little bit less wide. So let me pull this thing out of the box and give you guys a better look at it. Okay guys, this is the cage all complete. It's really nice looking. You can see it's sitting next to my ZoomEd 18x18x24, and it's just about the same height. I know it says 24 inches tall. Might be because there's grading in here. Might be sitting a little bit lower because of that. But it's going to work awesome for my bearded dragon. So the way it comes is this bottom piece right here is all put together already. It's glued together, and you have to install these frame pieces around the top end, put the glasses into the slots, and then put the lid on top, and then you screw it all together. So it was really simple to put together. It took all of about 20 minutes. First you start with, there's actual poles that are inside these, and you screw those in, and then you put these braces around them, and the front braces are actually attached to the glass when it comes in for the doors. And so you put the 2 front doors in and those 2 back braces, and then you put all the glass in, and then that back frame piece there and that frame piece over there, you put both of those in, and then you just throw the lid on, and then right here inside that little rubber cap there's a screw, 1 in each corner, and you screw it in. All together, it went together really nicely. The only thing that didn't, which I think I messed up on, is you can see there's a little gap right there. And it won't go down any farther. I tightened it as tight as I could. What I think I messed up on was the pole that's inside here. I didn't tighten enough. So technically, to fix that, I'd have to take the top back off and this front door, and I don't feel like doing that for a bearded dragon. He's not going to get out of there. So the other part that some people might not like, so over here you've got a little cap, and that's to run different types of plugs in. So if you're using it for like a rainforest type setup, when you want waterfalls inside, or people who still use heat rocks even though they're bad, or whatever people want to do. And the other thing people might not like is, let me see if I can get it on camera here. That part back there's a little vented panel, which works really well for cross ventilation, but it will let heat out and humidity out. For my particular setup, it doesn't matter. I really don't care. My bearded dragon does perfectly fine the way he is, or she is, I should say. And then another thing people might not like is it comes with a key and a little whatever you call it, a little sticky thing to put it on the glass. And you have to use the key to lock the door. So if I put the door down, you can see they pop out. And this one more so because it's not because of that one corner there. But people might not like that they have to use the specific key, and it only comes with one key. So I don't know if you'd have to contact National Geographic if you lose the key, but I'm going to keep good care of it. Now the bottom is all complete black, which I like a lot. I think it's glass with a black backing underneath. And overall it's really nice looking. Like, I actually think it looks better than the Exoterras. Oh, and one other little gripe that some people have that doesn't bother me too much is there's no handles. So I'm just going to go to Walmart and get some of those command hooks like I did on my big water dragon's tank before she passed, and just stick one on each door, and I can use that for handles. So that's just a quick overview of what it looks like. Oh, another thing I've heard online that some people don't like, which doesn't bother me too much, is there's this big brace in the middle because there's two different vents on top here. So you have two different panels up top, and that means that you're going to have a break in your UVB light that's up there that I still have to put on top. And currently National Geographic doesn't make a lid that goes on top of this, but if I measured this vent, I would assume it's right around like 8 inches wide or so, and so really if you wanted to take two of those Exoterra small ones, they probably would fit there. But I'm just going to run my long UVB across it and then have a little break in the middle. It's no big deal. So those are just a few of the things people might not like. Now let me get it all set up with a bearded dragon inside, and then you guys can get an idea what it looks like. Let me back up one more time. With the door open, you can see it's really big. Really big. A lot better than this crappy little 40-gallon setup I have. And oh, one other thing I'm going to do with it, for this part of the video, she's just going to have paper towels, but this weekend I'm going and getting some tiles cut that I have left over from our bathrooms, and I'm going to line the floors with tile. It'll really help with her nails, and also it'll look a lot better, and it's an easy cleanup. Now, she's not a very big girl, but you could definitely use this for any size bearded dragon, and quite a few other species. So let me get it all set up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, now you can see the beardies all in the tank. She's liking it so far. Currently I've just got the heat lamp, and then the UVB is off because it's a little late at night now. Gotta keep an eye on the temperatures. I'll throw a thermometer down there just to kind of get a temperature of the basking light. I might have to up the basking light because I think I'm using 100 watt, but with that extra distance it might not be enough for her basking spot. So we'll see. But she seems to like it. She's got a ton more room, definitely more climbing room. And tune into my reptile room update videos. Probably next month or so you'll see I'll buy her a bunch of stuff to redo her cage with. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope this helps you get a better idea of if you want to replace this cage, replace your current cage with this one or not. And I'd highly recommend this for a lot of and pretty much any desert animal. The only one that you might have a little bit of difficulty with is like a Euromastix, which needs a super high basking temperature. That little vent in the side might let out too much heat for you. But other than that, beardies, especially male beardies or really big ones, will work perfectly in this. Hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good one.